Hey there. Celeste, the internet platforming phenomenon. I recently gave it a go and instantly fell in love with the game's tight and challenging gameplay. Doing my next episode of Can You Platinum on it was a no-brainer. And the most interesting and final trophy on my platinum journey is thanks for playing for beating all of the game's seaside levels. These are the hardest levels in the base game, and there are 8 of them in total, consisting of 3 screens each. Our protagonist is the depressed, 2D dashing redhead, Madeline.
Oh, that could be me if I had red hair.
But darling, you're 3D. Madeline can jump, cling onto and climb up and down walls, and dash once before needing to hit the ground or interact with certain objects. What you're seeing right now is me beating the first seaside. In these levels you need to have the basics down and your movement has to be perfectly precise or your frustration tolerance really high. For me, it's mostly the latter. The first 2 screens are usually nothing crazy, but the third one is always super long and difficult. According to the trophy guide, these levels are even a 10 out of 10 difficulty, which, I mean, to be fair, in all honesty, put bluntly, pardon my French. Gamers, man, I'm telling ya. It's a cozy 5 or 6 out of 10. If you want a real challenge, do Hollow Knight's Platinum. That one's great. Anyway, seaside number 2 introduces these stellar rectangles you can dash into, which fire you further into the direction of your dash and refill it. The game tries to teach me that you can hold on to them afterward, but let's see how well that will have worked. Not at all, it seems. This last screen is all about those spacious boxes, and especially the final rush reveals a variety of ways in which you can fail miserably. It's a really fun level, so here's the whole run. The third seaside is all about timing. Thing is, I'm the type of guy to be waffling on for so long that I couldn't land the comedic timing for a joke right. The punchline was playing my vocal cords like a harp, trying to get me to be socially acceptable. I'm a beautiful mountain road after a storm. Off by a landslide. The next screen jogs my memory, making me remember a special trick you can perform by dashing upwards and then jumping off a vertical surface to give you extra momentum. It's an advanced technique we'll be needing a lot, so naturally I forget about it the moment the screen transitions. There's also the spooky ghost of your last B&B owner who found a single hair in a shower drain, now in pursuit with a $78 cleaning fee. At the end, you'll have to jump off of his head to clear the level, and there's even a dash refill placed here, so you can retry it. That is, if you don't actively steer past. Seasides 4 and 5 are much easier again. In the final screen of number 4, strong winds make controlling Madeline more difficult, as it's harder to judge how far you'll jump, and in 5 there's a few tricky jumps that require decently precise timing, but the level is very forgiving in these sections. Seaside 6 is a different beast though. It took me a bit to understand what the final screen even wants from me. There's this block at the top of the screen, and every time you dash into it, it would fly in the direction you came from until it hits a wall. And now you have to guide it all the way to the bottom past hazardous terrain. Oh, and don't forget to jump at the end.
I could care more, but I couldn't care less.
Anyway, we made it. What's this now? Well, great. It's my least favorite mechanic, and if I mess up, I can go all the way back to the start. Here goes. Wait, what? That's the first time any level has ever had a checkpoint mid-screen. Hell yeah, even the devs knew this was bullshit. Nonetheless, this took an ungodly amount of attempts, in part due to my own incompetence, and another part due to me not realizing that you can control how far you'll fly by steering your character in mid-air. You know, like I've done throughout the entire game. Let's just get this over with, so we can get to the good stuff. Seaside number 7 is a beautiful level and by far the most difficult of all the seasides. First, you now have a double dash. Second, you better learn how to use it, because for the final screen, the game pulls out all the stops. It is one very long and extremely hard sequence of precise dashes and mid-air movement. And I absolutely love it. Nothing's gonna get you through, except for your own skill. This is the kind of challenge I'm looking for in my games and this series. Only once you have mastered every section, died at every possible step in sometimes stupid and sometimes almost creative ways, do you begin to truly understand what it means to overcome a real challenge. And the victorious feeling you experience once you've finally done it is worth more than any trophy in the world, particularly if you cheated to get it. I'm not talking about games when I say don't always take the shortcut. Challenge yourself, and success will become its own purpose and goal. Damn, this is getting way too philosophical. Where's my memes?
Can I get a cringe?
Hell yeah, here's the full run. The final seaside combines elements from all previous levels, and your dash doesn't refill anymore unless you grab a pickup for it. And, thankfully, my favorite mechanic is back. The final screen here is really long and leaves a lot of room for error. But what I really dislike is that in the final bonus level of the game a new mechanic is introduced that is thankfully expanded more on in a DLC, whereas here it only serves to annoy you at the very end. And that's all I got today. Enjoy the final run, thank you for watching, and stay shark.